What's up, guys? It is Saturday, December 17th. It's 3 p.m. and this is going to be a deep dive into FILECOIN because this is just too big of an opportunity to ignore as far as the price action goes with FILECOIN, but also just like what FILECOIN's vision is and what they are doing. So FILECOIN is a decentralized storage network designed to store humanity's most important information. I would think that's a use case that is definitely needed, right? So as we go down here, you can see that they're an open source cloud storage marketplace protocol and incentive layer. We go to their Crunchbase profile and we can see that they have the FILECOIN Foundation. They started back in like 2014. So they've been around for a bit now. If I go to the regular FILECOIN right here, you can see founded date 2014, Protocol Labs, and they have raised a total of 258 million and they have around 32 investors. So let's see kind of who's on their side here. So you got Winklevoss Capital, you got the ARK Fund, Placeholder Alumni Venture. So a lot of investors here, as well as them being around for so long. I don't think they actually launched until like 2020, 2021, but the founding date was 2014. So that's pretty big. Then let's go to how FILECOIN is a part of the Hyperledger Foundation. So if we're looking at consortiums to watch, right? Hyperledger Foundation, R3, Digital Asset Holdings. So like there's a select few of consortiums that we could look to and see what blockchain or distributed networks and companies that are partnered or are part of these consortiums to gauge how likely they are to be tied up with the traditional finance, traditional market players, etc., and the likelihood of them withstanding the test of time here because of that. So you can even see announcing 5 new members, Energy Web token, and I should do an Energy Web token deep dive as well too, because they were just announced right here. Yeah, Energy Web to become a part of the Hyperledger Foundation as well. So there's only a select few number of cryptos or blockchain companies a part of the Hyperledger Foundation. So let me see if I can actually find that list. All right, so here we go. So we have the supporting members. If we go down here, let's try to spot. Okay, so Casper Labs. So that's fairly new. We got Casper Labs, Consensus, Energy Web, FILECOIN, Flowchain, Hedera. We got R3, Quant, Ripple. We got the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. We got Ethereum Classic, Ethereum right there. Let's see. Stellar. We got Stellar. Sovereign, I believe, is one too. And that's it. That's literally it. So as you can see, there's a very select few of cryptos or crypto projects on here, and FILECOIN is one. So to me, compared to the Hedera that's on here, Energy Web that's on here, Ripple, Stellar, Quant that's on here, to me, FILECOIN is tied up with the big boys. So we definitely want to have it on our radar, especially how Lockheed Martin, this was this year in May, Lockheed Martin FILECOIN Foundation to bring decentralized data storage to space. Defense contractor Lockheed Martin, the FILECOIN Foundation can soon make an open source blockchain network accessible in space. FILECOIN Foundation chair explains why bringing decentralized data storage to space is important for the crypto community, the use cases, and what this means for communicating in the growing space economy. So they're tied up. They have the partnerships to back it up. As well as if we're looking at the sustainability aspect, because they do use proof of like work mining. But FILECOIN might have a way for Bitcoin to fight its energy critics if miners use it. Did FILECOIN just launch a tool to end the never-ending debate over Bitcoin's carbon footprint? This was December of last year. The FILECOIN Green Project, a way of mapping the electricity used by the largest centralized data storage blockchain, has launched an open source dashboard in a bid to prove its commitment to renewable energy. Notably, the system could also be used by Bitcoin to help clean up the largest cryptocurrency's dirty image. The FILECOIN's Green creator said, if Bitcoin miners are interested, they could set up a database where their energy use and proof of renewable energy use are recorded. The open source solutions we are building and helping to test, such as the FILECOIN dashboard and the Energy Web tech stack, could be leveraged to set up such a system, right? It's no surprise that you got FILECOIN, a part of the Hyperledger, and Energy Web. I mean, we know who's going to make it through. The signs are starting to become clear. FileCoin acknowledges decentralized data storage and retrieval is energy intensive, as is also the case in the centralized Web2 world of AWS, Amazon Web Services, and the like. The approach FileCoin has taken is to estimate energy use and assume that energy is not renewable until it has been verified through renewable energy certificates, RECs. This involves matching energy use to renewable energy generation on the same power grid. So then it's talking about crypto's carbon footprint, etc. So they're a part of the narrative, right? What we can see here is the chart of FileCoin, right? If we're stretching it back to 2017, FileCoin, when it went, so it's bull market back then, it hit a high like $30. It was launched like right at the end of the bull market, and it came down during the bear market. It found its bottom around 272, right? We have this horizontal line, and then in January, or like kind of May, when Bitcoin went up, FileCoin went up, but then it ultimately found its way back to like $2.52, like that $2.50, $2.50. Then we kind of just ranged and we came back down $2.50. We held as support. And then the bull market, and that was even during the COVID crash, March 2020, it came just right back down to that level. Then from March 2020 until like March of 2021, a year later, FileCoin went from $2.50 all the way up to a high of just shy of $250. That is nuts. That's absolutely nuts. That is 100 times your money right there. So now, and we can see that the Stargate custom software, sell warning, sell now, right? And now you can see that we have the prepare to buy soon. And that happened in April of this year. We're waiting for that vertical blue line to get the confirmation that, all right, the bottom's in. And we're so close to getting it. You see this MACD, we had the most of our sell-off here and we've just been curling in. So like there's been some hidden bullish divergence. We're seeing a very close call to a switch in the direction of FileCoin. We're very close. This is a 3-week chart. So over the next, I would say 30 to 60 days, we'll likely get the vertical blue by now. We'll see the stock RSI cross up like that. The MACD flip to green, the TSI cross. And the last time we saw the TSI cross down was right here at this top. So when it crosses up, it'll be right here at this bottom, especially because we have the prepare to buy soon. We also are sitting on a macro level of like support, $2.50, right? That was the level that we found these bottoms at, and we wicked down to it yesterday. So if I go to like the 12-hour chart to see what we kind of did, is last night we came down, wicked right to it. We found our support, and right now we're holding steady. So right now I'm thinking that it might be a good time to stack up on some FileCoin, because just for it to get back to its all-time high, you have another chance. It's like, all right, let me show you what I can do, right? Then it just comes right back down. And now it's like, we're looking at the past data and be like, well, what if it does that again, or even half that amount, or even just a tenth of that amount? A tenth of what it did before is just a 10x. That's to get to $25. That's like literally retesting the previous all-time high it set back in December 2017. So, I mean, the odds, the risk reward ratio are very high right now for FileCoin. A great opportunity, especially when you're seeing things like them being tied up with Lockheed Martin, how they're working on the sustainable carbon tracking like of the miners, how they're a part of the Hyperledger Foundation. I showed you who else is involved with that. We saw that they've been working on it since 2014. They officially launched in like 2017. You can see they have a lot of funders, investors, and they're doing decentralized storage, and they're trying to store humanity's most important information. On top of they have so many different things. They have the FileCoin virtual machine, which is a core pillar in the evolution of decentralized storage. They launched that this year, a unified interoperable, so they're doing interoperability environment for computation and storage enabled by the FileCoin virtual machine. Then they have the interplanetary file sharing system, the IPFS. Let me actually look that up. And keep in mind, a lot of these NFT projects launched with FileCoin being the storage kind of provider for them. So maybe it's sold off so hard because NFTs kind of died. So when NFTs come back even stronger, FileCoin will as well too. So what do you actually get when you buy an NFT? It's just going into that. Let's see about. So, okay, this is perfect. An NFT's reference to off-chain data can be anything written in code. Most commonly, an NFT contains an HTTP URL that points to a location of data somewhere on the internet. This is problematic for supposedly immutable assets. Who is running the server? What happens if that server goes down? What if that data is deleted? What if it sends the incorrect data? With HTTP URLs, there must be trust that the service provider remains uncompromised, that the content they serve is actually the content being searched for. So this is where IPFS can help. IPFS enables users to store and retrieve content based on a fingerprint of the content itself, a cryptographic hash called a CID. By putting an IPFS CID in an NFT, that NFT directly references the data itself rather than a brittle HTTP link. IPFS itself is not data storage, it's a layer on top of data storage. Anyone can ask for a CID and get the uniquely corresponding content back as long as someone is broadcasting it to the network. Furthermore, IPFS is universally compatible with any data storage system. It can retrieve data off of a centralized provider, a local computer, decentralized storage protocols, whatever is broadcasting the CID to the rest of the network. So there we go. And then you can even see that top file sharing tokens by market cap. Like there's not really much competition. I mean, you have FILECOIN, you have storage, you have Arweave, but like FILECOIN's reigning at the top. And then you have, so that's file sharing, distributed computing, FILECOIN shared at the top, storage, FILECOIN shared at the top, right? So they're definitely the leader in the file sharing, storage, distributed computing kind of space or segment in the crypto market. Then you have these low Earth orbiting satellites validating blockchain transactions tested in space, engineering researchers to test first private blockchain in space, the next big disruptor in space, blockchain, right? So all this is playing a role. All this is tying in. FILECOIN is doing exactly that. They're trying to have a decentralized storage network and design to store humanity's most important information. They have these low Earth orbiting satellites with the nodes that are validating the network. So like say there was a cataclysmic event on Earth or like there was a whole blackout across the world. I mean, you have these low Earth orbiting satellites that are storing all this information via IPFS, etc., FILECOIN. So big things on that end with FILECOIN. I definitely think it's a opportunity of a lifetime here. The risk to reward ratio is huge. And I mean, could it fall lower? Sure. But I mean, it's already fallen, I believe, like 99%. It's literally fallen 99%. That's huge. Unbelievable opportunity. So basically, you could get 100 FILECOIN right now for $300. For $300, you get 100 FILECOINs. If that hits back to where it was around $200, right? That's $20,000. So $300, $20,000. I'm down to take that risk. So we've actually told people in real time last night. So in real time last night, we had told people that we're buying FILECOIN. So it was right here yesterday at 5:43 p.m. Everyone, I'm buying FILECOIN as we speak. And then I showed how it's retesting. The level has bounced off consistently for years. And that was at a price point of $2.80 when I had said that. Right now, we are sitting at $3.05. So doing fairly well on that so far. All we got to see is that vertical blue line to come in, the buy now from the Stargate signals, and then it's game on. So that's a FILECOIN deep dive. Let me know if you like this. You see the opportunity, come join the Discord. The link will be in the bio. Say what up. I will say what up too, and I'll see you in there.